Tonight, another dangerous heat wave scorching the West. More than 30 million at risk as temperatures soar into triple digits, smashing records. One area just a few degrees short of being the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. And the massive fire whirl spawned by wildfires. Chaos at the airport. A bomb threat in Fort Lauderdale shuts things down for hours. Passengers evacuated, flights halted.
It took off without you guys?
Yeah, they wouldn't let us in the building.
Pleading for help, Haiti's prime minister asks for American military support after the country's president was assassinated. How the U.S. is responding. Taken down, the monument to Robert E. Lee at the center of the Charlottesville violence in 2017, removed and carted away. Final countdown. We're just hours from the first launch in the billionaire's race into space. The final preparations before takeoff as Richard Branson gets ready to leave the planet.
Ridiculously exciting.
Shoplifting warning, brazen thieves targeting merchandise, why some of the action may be coordinated, and why more everyday items will now be locked up at your local store. And to the rescue, the amusement park ride that almost toppled over, and the bystanders who rushed in to help.
This is NBC Nightly News with Jose Diaz-Balart.
Good evening. I'm Kate Snow in for Jose tonight, and we begin with yet another climate headline that isn't just a one-day news story, but part of a disconcerting pattern of climate change across the globe. For the second time in 2 weeks, parts of the West are seeing a record-setting heat wave, and it's expected to last through the weekend. You'll remember nearly 200 people died in the extreme heat we saw 2 weeks ago, and there are concerns tonight about keeping people cool and keeping the power grid online. We begin with Aaron McLaughlin.
Tonight, yet another staggering heat wave striking the West. California once again declaring a power grid emergency, one step short of rolling blackouts. With the historic heat fueling wildfires in Oregon, threatening power lines, and the Golden State's ability to import electricity.
Fires rolling downhill here.
North of Lake Tahoe, a fast-moving blaze also forcing evacuations. Continuation of the extreme conditions that gave birth to this. A fire whirl recorded nearly 2 weeks ago, so intense it was caught on radar. Facing a historic drought, California's governor asking residents to reduce power and conserve water.
This is jaw-dropping. Those are the effects of climate change. It's here, it's real, it's human-induced. The impacts, the acute impacts are happening decades before even the scientists had predicted.
With temperatures hitting triple digits across 10 states, 30 million Americans now facing extreme heat.
If your air conditioner don't work, I suggest you find some place to go.
Death Valley on Friday hitting a horrifying 130 degrees, just 4 degrees shy of the hottest temperature ever recorded on planet Earth.
Whoa.
This latest scorcher on the heels of the hottest June on record for the United States, and a historic heat wave that blasted the Pacific Northwest. The death toll estimated at nearly 200. Homeless people among the hardest hit, including Barnett Moss.
He was 63 years old when he died of hyperthermia during the heat wave that ravaged our region.
And Aaron joins us from Los Angeles. Aaron, when will people get some relief?
Well, Kate, forecasters say they expect the worst of this current heat wave to be over by Tuesday, but scientists are warning we need to be prepared for more intense and more frequent heat waves as climate change continues. Kate?
All right, Aaron, thank you. Now to breaking news out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Officials are investigating a bomb scare that shut down the city's airport for hours today, creating a travel nightmare. Vaughn Hilliard is there.
Tonight, the tense moments at Fort Lauderdale's International Airport. Thousands forced to evacuate after a bomb squad was called to investigate a potential threat.
The entrance to the airport is completely shut down from 595 and US 1.
Passengers with little information forced to leave their gates. Authorities shutting down major terminals for nearly 4 hours, causing more than 200 delayed flights in and out of Fort Lauderdale and stopping vehicle traffic outside. Many getting out of their cars, forced to walk, including this group of friends heading to Boston.
Our Uber dropped us off on the side of the road.
Sharing their miles-long trek by foot on social media.
How many hours have you been delayed?
We've been delayed for 2 or 3 hours.
And how many more do you have left?
10.
10 hours.
10 hours.
Yeah.
This in the country's 14th largest airport, only creating a bottleneck situation.
Eve and Olivia missed their flight to summer camp in Georgia.
It took off at like 12:30.
Wait, it took off without you guys?
Yeah. They wouldn't let us in the building.
Outside, traffic snarled, and more hurried passengers running for their flights as millions of Americans take to the skies this month. Just yesterday, more than 2 million people were screened by TSA, just behind July 4th holiday numbers, breaking pre-pandemic records.
Home is where the heart is, trying to get home.
And Vaughn joins us now from Fort Lauderdale's airport. Vaughn, what's the scene like now?
Yeah, Kate, authorities have given the all clear at this airport here, but sheriff's officials remain on scene. This is still an active, ongoing investigation as we wait to hear the exact cause of today's chaos. Kate?
All right, Vaughn, thank you. The new CDC rules for schools reopening this fall are creating some confusion tonight for families, as not all states say they're going to follow those guidelines. And now a new threat, growing cases of that more contagious COVID Delta variant. Kathy Park reports.
How you doing? It's clear the CDC wants kids back in the classroom this fall.
If a school or classroom is not able to maintain at least 3 feet distancing, that should not keep any kids out of the classroom.
The agency now saying fully vaccinated students and teachers can lose a mask when they return, despite kids under 12 still ineligible for the vaccine, creating confusion for some parents.
Logistics might be difficult. Keeping track of who's vaccinated, who's not.
School districts and local jurisdictions now weighing in. California will continue to require masks. New York is still reviewing its policy. And officials in Clay County, Missouri lifted its mask requirement for all schools last month, despite an alarming rate of new infections.
Patients are much sicker than what we've been seeing in the past.
The highly transmissible Delta variant now makes up more than 50% of new cases nationwide. 67% of adults have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine, a number the Biden administration hopes to boost through door-to-door vaccinations. The strategy quickly called out by Republican lawmakers.
Think about what those mechanisms could be used for. They could then go door to door, take your guns. They can go door to door, take your Bibles. Yeah.
South Carolina's governor tweeting, enticing, coercing, intimidating, mandating, or pressuring anyone to take the vaccine is a bad policy. The White House pushing back.
The failure to provide accurate public health information, including the efficacy of vaccines and the accessibility of them to people across the country, including South Carolina, is literally killing people. So maybe they should consider that.
An ongoing tug of war as the nation tries to move past the pandemic.
Kathy, biggest question for parents. When do we expect vaccines for children under 12?
Well, Kate, drug makers Pfizer and Moderna are testing their vaccines on those under 12 right now. We should get the result at some time this fall, followed by submissions to the FDA for emergency use authorization. Kate?
All right, Kathy, thank you. To Haiti now, where officials are desperate for U.S. military assistance following the assassination of the country's president. The nation now in turmoil. Raf Sanchez reports.
As crowds gather outside the U.S. Embassy, pleading for safe passage to America, Haiti's government with a startling request of its own, asking for U.S. troops to defend key sites from further attacks.
We're not asking for the occupation of the country. We're asking for small troops to assist and help us.
But a Biden administration official says no plans to deploy American forces to Haiti. FBI and Homeland Security officials will join the investigation into who killed President Jovenel Moïse at his home on Wednesday and why. First Lady Martine Moïse badly wounded in the attack. Tonight, she released an audio message from a Florida hospital, sounding weak but determined to get justice for her husband's murder. Haitian officials say 17 men now in custody, including Americans James Salages and Joseph Vincent. 15 Colombians, many of them ex-soldiers, also arrested as part of the plot. 3 more killed by security forces. But the hunt continues for other suspects. Police and vigilantes combing the streets of Port-au-Prince in search of assassins. And many questions still unanswered. How were the killers able to so easily get past security and take the life of a president? Raf Sanchez, NBC News.
In Virginia today, a turning point nearly 4 years after that deadly clash over Civil War monuments and race in Charlottesville. The Confederate statues were finally taken down. Monica Alba has more.
Cheers today as bronze statues of Confederate generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson were pulled from public parks in Charlottesville.
There's happiness and elation, but sadness as to what it's taken to get us to this point.
These symbols are bad for the community, and today we've removed that hate.
Taken down a century after being built, and nearly 4 years after white supremacist and neo-Nazi groups held a Unite the Right rally, protesting calls to remove the monuments of the 19th century military leaders. The violence turned deadly when a civil rights activist was killed in the clashes that followed, but no visible organized protests today.
One small step closer to the goal of helping Charlottesville, Virginia, and America grapple with its sin of being willing to destroy Black people for economic gains.
Hours later, another controversial symbol gone. The Lewis, Clark, and Sacagawea Monument. The City Council first voted to get rid of the one honoring Lee in February of 2017, after then ninth grader Ziana Bryant started a petition for its removal.
I think it's definitely overdue, but I am happy that it happened.
Left behind, now empty pedestals, holding a new chapter of history.
And Monica joins us from the White House now, where the president reacted late today to this, right?
The White House tonight says President Biden believes those monuments belong in museums, not public places, and he welcomes their removal. Kate?
Monica, thank you. When we come back, new video of Richard Branson's final preparations before his launch into space, now just hours away. Also, stores targeted by shoplifters and how that's impacting the way you shop. We are just hours away from the beginning of a new space race. Billionaire Richard Branson set to blast off tomorrow in a commercial spaceship that he hopes will soon be carrying paying passengers. If all goes well, he'll beat Amazon founder Jeff Bezos by just 9 days. Tom Costello reports from New Mexico, near the site of tomorrow's launch.
Countdown in the New Mexico desert. The Virgin Galactic spaceship Unity now mounted to its mothership, primed, ready, and rolled out.
Nice and smoothly to zero-G. It feels wonderful.
Virgin Galactic pilots giving their final briefings.
To me, it's all about the view, and it's absolutely amazing, and it's spectacular.
As Richard Branson and 3 fellow employees prepare to strap in for the journey of a lifetime.
Ridiculously exciting.
Release, release, release. That moment when Unity drops from the mothership.
Fire. Fire.
Then rockets to more than 50 miles above the Earth to what NASA calls the edge of space. Fellow space billionaire Elon Musk tweeting, "We'll see you there to wish you the best." While the Jeff Bezos Blue Origin team tweeted that Branson and his passengers aren't going as high as Bezos, so might not be considered true civilian astronauts.
It's definitely a pinch yourself moment.
Bursting with pride, Branson gave us an exclusive tour this week. He started Virgin Galactic in 2004, pouring billions into the program and overcoming the tragic death of a test pilot. Now his vision is becoming reality. Are you ready for Sunday?
I'm as ready as I will ever be. I've had 17 years waiting for this.
Increase in pitch. Wow, look at that view. Gorgeous.
The entire flight lasts about 90 minutes with 3 minutes of weightlessness. The hope that the battle of the space billionaires will open the door to anyone else who can afford the $250,000 ticket. Launch is set for 7 a.m. Mountain Time on Sunday and then paying passengers in 2022. I'm Tom Costello, NBC News at Spaceport America.
Thank you, Tom. And just as we were coming on the air, this just in, Jeff Bezos wishing Branson best of luck over Instagram. We will have live coverage of this launch tomorrow morning. You better believe it, 9:45 Eastern on most NBC stations. Still ahead, the brazen shoplifting heist caught on camera, what it means for the everyday products you buy, and the Surfside, Florida reunion, what's being called a small miracle amidst all the tragedy. We We have an update on the Surfside, Florida condo collapse. Search teams have recovered more victims from the rubble. The death toll now at least 86 people. Meanwhile, a downtown Miami courthouse has been evacuated and closed amid safety concerns following an inspection on that structure. And one bit of good news today. A family that survived the collapse found out their cat was alive, discovered wandering nearby 2 weeks after the building came down. President Carter and his wife Rosalind were honored today at a special anniversary celebration. They marked 75 years of marriage this week. And today, about 300 guests, including the Clintons and entertainers like Garth Brooks, gathered to throw them a party in their hometown of Plains, Georgia. The Carters have been married longer than any other first couple. Rosalind says she wouldn't have it any other way.
I didn't like boys. And then along came Jimmy Carter. And my life's been an adventure ever since. Thank you.
It was just beautiful. A popular ride at a Michigan carnival is closed today after a terrifying malfunction. It happened in Traverse City Thursday night. Look at the bottom of the ride. You can see it start to tilt and come off the ground there. The ride kept going, but bystanders rushed in, as you see, to hang on and keep it steady until they could get everyone off. Have you noticed lately that you have to ask clerks in some stores to unlock everyday items like toothpaste, soap, and razors? Well, it's because of shoplifters who are growing more and more brazen in their theft. Jake Ward has the story.
In California, a pack of thieves flees with armfuls of stolen merchandise, security tags still attached. In Washington, a coordinated attack on store shelves. In New York, another group strikes.
Turn around on your face!
But this isn't just shoplifting.
This isn't candy bars. This is hundreds of dollars in merchandise.
What we're really seeing is the growth of organized retail crime. They prey on vulnerable folks. So they'll go to a juvenile. They'll go to a homeless person. They'll say, here's $100. Here's a list of things we need you to go in and steal.
Criminals often resell stolen goods online or even return them for gift cards. In San Francisco, we filmed this open market where police have said stolen items are offered up each morning.
If you're a major national retailer facing a shoplifting epidemic, what do you do? Well, here in San Francisco, 6 Target stores are going to try to reduce their exposure by limiting their operating hours.
Walgreens closed 17 locations in the last 5 years, blaming this sort of theft. Retailers have reported a roughly 60% increase in dollars lost since 2015. They point to several factors: reduced staffing during the pandemic and low morale, new hands-off store policies, and lower penalties. California, for instance, raised the threshold for a felony charge from $450 to $950 in stolen goods.
Some people calculate, hey, I don't want to go over the $950, so let me steal $949 worth of property.
San Francisco's police chief says that means the stores have to be willing to detain someone.
If it's a felony, our officers can take action, but if it's a misdemeanor, that arrest has to be a private person's arrest.
Retailers now keep even low-cost items under lock and key. Customers are forced to buzz associates for everyday items, from toothpaste to hair products to that 6-pack of beer. In the end, theft hurts more than the bottom line.
You can always deal with the loss on your balance sheet, but what we're finding now is our employees are feeling threatened, our customers are feeling threatened, and we really don't want that to happen.
Jacob Ward, NBC News, San Francisco.
When we come back, the man driven to help his community, one free car at a time.
Yeah, normally one of the quickest things as far as checking these out is if you can hold it up to the...
There's good news tonight about serving those in need and the small-town restaurant owner driving real change in his community by putting people back behind the steering wheel.
Elliot Middleton's barbecue ribs are famous in the small town of Ondaw, South Carolina.
Can you check outside for one slab of rib?
He's the chef and co-owner of Middleton and Maker Restaurant, just north of Charleston. But he's also a trained mechanic.
I wake up with energy. I wake up with this drive to just do.
And he spends his days off fixing and donating cars for people in need. A critical calling in a rural town with few options.
No Ubers, no taxis, no bus services or anything like that around the area. You need to go to the grocery store, you need to go to doctor's appointments, you need to go to pharmacists. Cars are important out here.
Helping people get reliable transportation was an idea he had while hosting a Thanksgiving food drive back in 2019.
I'm seeing at least 30 to 40 individuals not going to cars at all, just walking. They woke up 2 hours earlier to take an hour hike to try to get here, just to get in line to get food.
Elliot took action, posting on social media asking for donations of old or broken down cars and parts for him to refurbish free of charge.
How y'all doing? I'm fine.
Well,
Some fresh. Yes, sir. Elliot Middleton. This is car number 100.
All right.
Yeah.
We were there just yesterday when one got dropped off. So far, Elliot has repaired, restored, and donated 33 vehicles. The Drive to Help Others, a way to honor his late father, Kevin.
If you ask anybody about him, they always say, like, that was a man that always helped somebody out if he could.
I thank you so very much.
Yes, ma'am.
I thank God.
For Melanie Lee, Elliot's gift was a godsend.
I just burst into tears. Burst into tears, and tears of joy, tears of gratefulness, thankfulness.
After daily 2-hour drives to visit her son Brian in a hospital, her car broke down, and Elliot fixed it.
When I heard about that story, I was like, okay, that's the person that needs to have this car.
A legacy of service and dedication to helping his community.
It's a life-changing experience, and I enjoy what I do. And I'm glad that I'm able to help families, change their lives.
So how does Elliot find the people who need help? He says it's both social media and a lot of word of mouth in his tight-knit community. That is NBC Nightly News for this Saturday. I'm Kate Snow. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a great night.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.
On this edition for Saturday, July 10th, Haiti in turmoil in the aftermath of the assassination of its president. After years of debate, Confederate statues come down in Charlottesville, Virginia. And new economic opportunity where the steel industry once dominated. Next on PBS NewsHour Weekend.
PBS NewsHour Weekend is made possible by Sue and Edgar Wachenheim III, Bernard and Denise Schwartz, the Cheryl and Philip Milstein family, the Anderson Family Fund, the estate of Worthington Mayo Smith, the Leonard and Norma Clorfine Foundation, the Rosalind P. Walter Foundation, Koo and Patricia Ewan, committed to bridging cultural differences in our communities, Barbara Hope Zuckerberg. We try to live in the moment to not miss what's right in front of us. At Mutual of America, we believe taking care of tomorrow can help you make the most of today. Mutual of America Financial Group, retirement services and investments.
For 25 years, Consumer Cellular's goal has been to provide wireless service that helps people communicate and connect. We offer a variety of no-contract plans, and our U.S.-based customer service team can help find one that fits you. To learn more, visit consumercellular.tv.
Additional support has been provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a private corporation funded by the American people, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Haiti's interim government is asking the United States and the United Nations to send troops in the wake of the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse on Wednesday. Interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph made the extraordinary request for military help to protect critical infrastructure, including fuel reserves, the airport, and the port. As of this afternoon, the U.S. has pledged to send only FBI and Homeland Security officials to help investigate the assassination. Yesterday, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said there were no plans to provide military assistance. Haitian First Lady Martine Moïse was seriously injured in the brazen attack on Wednesday morning and is recovering in a hospital in Florida. In an audio recording released today, she called on Haitians to not let her husband's death be in vain. 20 people have been arrested so far. The majority are Colombians who are believed to be hired mercenaries. 2 U.S. citizens of Haitian descent were also arrested. At least 5 people are still being sought in connection with the assassination. In Port-au-Prince, vigilantes patrolled the streets looking for suspects. Yesterday, security forces killed 3 suspects in gunfights. Amid the growing chaos, more than 1,000 people gathered outside the U.S. Embassy hoping for a way out of the country.
I'm scared. There are many gunshots, and you don't even know where they are coming from. I have abandoned my home. I can't go back. I don't know about my family.
We will have more on this following the news summary. In Charlottesville, Virginia this morning, 2 Confederate monuments at the center of the deadly 2017 white supremacist Unite the Right rally were removed. Dozens of spectators watched as the first statue of General Robert E. Lee was lifted from its stone pedestal. At the event, Charlottesville's mayor said taking the statues down is one small step in what she called the sin of destroying black people for economic gain.
As this community and our country attempts to reconcile with this hypothesis of white supremacy, I hope that we can move to an authentic healing by embracing truth.
Crews also removed a second Confederate monument dedicated to General Thomas Stonewall Jackson. The removals follow years of national debate and a long legal fight. The statues will be stored in a secure location until the City Council makes a final decision about what to do with them. New cases of the coronavirus are up 52% in the United States on average over the past 14 days, although the numbers are still far below peak levels. Hotspots are growing in several states, primarily where vaccination rates are low. The New York Times tracking data shows Arkansas with a 140% increase in cases. Only 35% of people in Arkansas are fully vaccinated, well below the 48% nationwide. Globally, the Delta variant continues to cause shutdowns and new restrictions. In Australia, the region surrounding the country's largest city reported its largest daily increase in cases today. Sydney's 5 million residents are in the midst of a 3-week lockdown, which may be extended. 79% of people hospitalized there are unvaccinated. Officials say no fully vaccinated people have required hospitalization. President Joe Biden has fired the head of the Social Security Administration after Commissioner Andrew Saul refused to resign. Former President Trump appointed Saul in 2018, and he was confirmed by the Senate the following year for a 6-year term. President Biden made the decision after a legal opinion from the Justice Department found that Saul could be fired at will, even though a statute says that the commissioner can only be fired for cause. The Social Security Administration is responsible for distributing benefits to about 64 million Americans. Senate Finance Committee Chair Democrat Ron Wyden applauded the decision, saying in a statement that, quote, every president should choose the personnel that will best carry out their vision for the country. And he pledged to confirm a new commissioner, quote, as swiftly as possible. Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell tweeted that he believes the firing would be, quote, an unprecedented and dangerous politicization of the Social Security Administration. A heat wave is scorching the western states this weekend, with some high temperatures expected to be 20 degrees or more above average. More than 28 million people will endure triple-digit heat, the majority in Arizona, Nevada, and California's Central Valley. Washington state and some parts of western Canada could also see 100-degree temperatures. California's Death Valley hit 130 degrees yesterday, matching the hottest temperature observed anywhere on Earth since July 7, 1931. Authorities in California declared a state of emergency in 50 of its 58 counties and asked residents to voluntarily conserve power and cut water use to avoid outages. This time last year, just over 20% of California was in severe drought. This year, that number has spiked to 95%, fueling fires north of Lake Tahoe yesterday and forcing evacuations. For more national and international news, visit pbs.org/newshour. As we reported at the top of the program, the crisis in Haiti after the assassination of its president is continuing, and officials there are asking for help. I spoke with Marlene Dowd, professor of African Diaspora Studies at the University of Virginia, about Haiti's history, what may come next, and the current political situation there.
Politically in Haiti right now, there's a lot of confusion. There's confusion about who is running the country. We have two prime ministers, sort of in quotation marks, claiming that they are running the country. So that would be Claude Joseph and Ariel Henry. We also have the UN Special Envoy declaring that it's Joseph who is in charge. There's a question about whether or not she actually has the authority to proclaim that. And so there's a lot of people asking that same question without a whole lot of answers that are definitive.
So how does this translate into the functioning of government when there is a question of whose order ultimately to follow? I mean, when you talk about the Supreme Courts or you talk about any kind of administrative duty or responsibility that a government has.
There are actually very few elected officials and government officials in place at the moment. And the reason for that is that President Moise had allowed Parliament to lapse. And so the Parliament was essentially dissolved and has been in that state for more than a year. So he's been ruling by what is called decree and essentially running the government on his own. The reason for the confusion about the prime minister is that he had declared a new prime minister was to take office, but that person, Henry, had not yet been sworn in. So I think there's actually, and with the Supreme Court justice having died of COVID recently, which is sort of another strain in the story of President Moise's lack of really responding to the COVID-19 crisis and getting vaccinations for the Haitian people, especially. So there's really a power vacuum when people say that. In this case, it's not just a metaphor. It's actually very true, where we see nobody really knows who's in charge or who has the authority to even say who would be in charge.
But what do you gather from the composition of the group of people who were part of the assassination?
It's very interesting. So the majority of them appear to be Colombian nationals with 2 Haitian Americans. I think that the composition of that group says a lot about, who they are, but doesn't necessarily tell us anything really about who sent them. And that to me is what is the most interesting part of this puzzle, which really does remain a puzzle at this moment, is that it doesn't appear to be that the Colombian government is involved, although these are early days. And I suspect that the interrogations will continue to reveal new information. Whether or not that information given by those arrested is to be also trusted is another story.
What do you see happening in this sort of shorter to medium term?
Well, this is really up in the air. I think that in the short term, both an internal investigation, which is being conducted by the police force in Haiti, needs to occur. But I think that there does need to be some external investigations in terms of who exactly is funding this. You would need a lot of money to send this convoy with this many people armed this heavily with their vehicles, and to figure out who are all the players involved in this and if there is not some larger story. Because it seems to me that the easy answer is to say that the Haitian opposition groups must be responsible, but it seems to me that with this knowledge of who the makeup of the assassins, that there is likely a larger story that will need to be uncovered.
All right, University of Virginia professor Marlene Dowd, thanks so much.
Thank you.
For more than 100 years, a steel mill on the Patapsco River near Baltimore was a major economic driver of the region. At its height in the 1950s, it employed tens of thousands of workers. When it closed for good almost a decade ago, few people thought the economic prosperity it provided could ever be replaced. But over the last several years, a new set of businesses has risen at the site of the former steel mill and ushered in an economic transition that reflects the new landscape of jobs in today's American economy. NewsHour Weekend special correspondent Carla Murthy has our story from Maryland.
So this was specifically built for Black families?
Yes.
68-year-old Larry Bannerman grew up in Turner Station, an historically Black neighborhood in Baltimore County, Maryland.
It was open doors, people left the keys in their car. Everybody's parents watched everybody's children. It was like Mayberry, like a Black Mayberry. It was great.
He says a big reason it was so great is because there were plenty of good-paying jobs for residents, including his family, just across the bay in Sparrows Point, at the steel mill that had been operating there since 1889.
There was no place in Turner Station you could go and not hear and see what was happening at Sparrows Point.
At its height in the 1950s, the Bethlehem Steel Mill was the largest mill in the world and employed 30,000 people. Union workers were paid wages that supported their families and built thriving middle-class neighborhoods.
It was the economic powerhouse for this community. It enabled this community to grow, enabled residents to send their kids to college.
But as the American steel industry collapsed from overseas competition and disinvestment, so did Bethlehem Steel, which eventually went bankrupt in 2001. Over the next 10 years, 4 other companies tried to make steel at Sparrows Point, but also failed. In 2012, this once mighty industrial center went silent.
How did that affect Turner Station? How did it affect the community here?
People who lost their homes. There were people who lost everything. I mean, we watched the blast furnace where our parents worked be blown up. I mean, they actually blew it up. And that thing fell over like a big lump. But I mean, you know, and so did Hearts. Nobody believed they could replace it.
But almost a decade after the steel mills shut down, a new economic landscape is rising from Sparrows Point.
Instead of steel mills and smoke, the view now is a
Amazon blue and white.
In 2018, Amazon opened an 855,000 square foot fulfillment warehouse, and last year opened a second that's over 1 million square feet. FedEx, Under Armour, and BMW are some of the 30 companies that have opened distribution centers on the former steel mill site that's now called TradePoint Atlantic.
It's a very diverse set of businesses operating on site, and they're defining the new economy that has taken shape over the last 10 years.
Aaron Tamarchio is the Executive Vice President of Corporate Affairs at TradePoint Atlantic. Its parent company, Redwood Capital Investments, acquired the 3,300-acre site for a reported $150 million. Tamarchio says the growth of e-commerce has fueled the transformation of Sparrows Point into a global distribution hub.
What is really unique about this property is the convergence of all of this infrastructure assets that were left over from a 19th century steel mill and are now being repurposed.
For instance, the site has access to a deep water port. Once used to bring in raw materials to manufacture steel, it now brings in brand new Audis and Volkswagens. Located centrally on the East Coast, nearly a third of the U.S. population is within a day's drive. There's also an on-site rail line that can bring in products en masse directly into the warehouses.
Each boxcar represents roughly 4 truckloads of flatbed trucks.
Phil Snyder is the general manager of this Home Depot facility. He says all that infrastructure was a big reason the company built a 700,000 square foot distribution center here in 2019.
What we're seeing is customers want to order what they want, when they want it, wherever they want it. We can put a large labor force in here. We can fit 30 flatbed trucks in an effort to be able to accomplish that for the region.
Home Depot has plans to double its footprint with another center later this year and will employ 500 people at both facilities. But it's not all warehouses. On the northern end of Sparrows Point, Gotham Greens opened a 100,000 square foot greenhouse last year.
Our goal is to grow locally and distribute regionally, but on a national scale. So this is one of our network of greenhouses in cities across America.
Julie McMahon is a senior brand manager at Gotham Greens. The company hydroponically grows 6 million heads of lettuce here every year and ships directly to surrounding stores.
What we're really trying to do is reimagine these urban landscapes that once were really major hubs for manufacturing, and really coming in and thinking about what the new version of 21st century manufacturing looks like, and maybe that's a local greenhouse.
60 people are employed full-time here. Across all companies combined, there are now 10,000 people employed on TradePoint Atlantic's site. But turning a former steel mill into a distribution center has its challenges.
The biggest obstacle that we really had to work through was the idea that this site, because it produced steel for 125 years, was no longer going to be a steel mill, that it was going to be something different. And getting the community to buy into what that vision is took took steps.
It was a lot of skepticism.
Larry Bannerman recalls when Aaron Tamarchio first came out to Turner Station to talk with community members about plans for Sparrows Point. One of Bannerman's main concerns was the environmental cleanup of the former steel mill site.
We want to see the right thing happen with pollution remediation. So that's always been a big thing here.
He remembers the toll working at the steel mill had on his father's health. As a kid, he says, the smokestacks would spew out orange dust that would stain their clothes, and the local beach had to be closed because kids were getting lesions on their skin from swimming in the water.
Can you get in the water now?
No, better not. I mean, you get in a canoe or something, but that pollution over there, it's historic. It's going to take a long time to clean it up.
TradePoint has so far committed over $70 million to clean up the site in an agreement with the Environmental Protection Agency and local officials. Water pumps are filtering contaminated groundwater, and a heavily polluted runoff ditch has already been cleaned up.
You can see the terrain is how uneven it is.
Yeah.
TradePoint also had to figure out what to do with the mounds of slag on site, a leftover byproduct from the steelmaking process that can be toxic.
They basically created land and then built up the land by piling slag on top of it.
Here, they are processing the slag not only to level the site, but also because it makes a great infill to build on.
So this is going to be used as fill material and base material for the new development projects that you see off in the distance over here.
To date, TradePoint and its tenants have invested more than $2 billion to upgrade and redevelop the site, and it's now nearly 60% built out.
It really is a model, I think, for innovation and for transformation.
John Olszewski is the county executive for Baltimore County, a Democrat and a lifelong resident of the area.
As hard as it was for some members of our community to see it go, to now see national companies coming in and thousands of jobs returning, environmental remediation, it's a true community asset now.
But whether thousands of non-union jobs in warehouses can generate the same path to the middle class as the steel industry did for generations of workers is in question. Adjusted for inflation, a new hire at the Sparrows Point steel mill in the mid-90s would have started earning between $21 and $30 an hour, far above the advertised $15 an hour today at companies like Amazon.
How do you respond to the criticism that, yes, there are now 10,000 new jobs, but many of those warehouse jobs do not compare to, the wages and the stability of the jobs that you could get at the steel mill?
They're not steel mill jobs, but we also have to reckon as a country with the fact that those jobs are not necessarily the jobs that are going to be created. And so while there, may not be manufacturing jobs on site in the way that it was at when it was Sparrows Point and Bethlehem Steel and subsequent iterations, people were excited to have people working again on site. They were excited to have economic activity.
He also points out that local officials negotiated with TradePoint to ensure that minority-owned local businesses would benefit from the development, like Strum Contracting.
We had a year's worth of work, and in construction, if you have a place to go for a year, you're doing real good.
Strum is a family-owned welding and fabricating company in Baltimore, founded by James Strum and now run by his daughter, Tiara Strum. The company was hired by TradePoint Atlantic to structurally shore up the berth of the deep-water port. It was the largest contract they had ever received. To complete the work, Strum created 8 new full-time positions and filled them with welding trainees out of a local workforce development program, doubling its staff.
Construction is one of the easiest ways to make a good wage when you have low barriers to entry and low skill sets. They go from making $7, $8 an hour to, at the bare minimum, $18 to $20 an hour with benefits. So the revitalization of TradePoint Atlantic has allowed firms like Strum Contracting to scale and grow and provide jobs for the community.
Strum also acquired a larger facility in hopes of getting more work from the TradePoint development, building and installing platforms, handrails, and stairs for offshore wind turbines. The Danish company Ørsted has leased 45 acres there as part of its plan to develop offshore wind projects off the coast of Maryland, the first to be completed by 2026.
That hasn't happened yet. It is a risk. I mean, are you worried at all about the future?
I'm not. If we were not ready, this opportunity would pass us by.
Every crane I see moving is a job. And 7 years ago, it was nothing.
While Tamarkiwa acknowledges that these may not all be the manufacturing jobs of the past, he says TradePoint Atlantic is meeting a need in today's economy.
What happened here in Baltimore at Sparrows Point is very emblematic of what's happened across our nation and what happened to the American industrial economy. People want those older economy jobs back, and I don't have the ability to bring them back. I have the ability to respond to the market and provide the best opportunities for job creation in the market that we're in.
This is PBS NewsHour Weekend, Saturday.
Finally tonight, this week marked the 114th birthday of celebrated Mexican artist Frida Kahlo. In her birthplace of Mexico City, she was honored with a rare exhibit 2 years in the making. NewsHour Weekend's Yvette Feliciano has more.
Here in Mexico City, entering the new exhibit honoring the late Mexican painter Frida Kahlo, guests are treated to a multi-sensory experience.
You can get to know Frida not just as an artist that the world knows, but also Frida in another dimension. You can also listen to the music she listened to. You can find out family secrets and many experiences that enrich this exhibition.
The exhibit, Frida, the Immersive Experience, features 26 of the artist's most iconic works. Some of her most famous paintings, such as Two Fridas, Me and My Parrots, and Self-Portrait with Cropped Hair, are animated and digitally projected onto textured walls. Event organizers hope the installation will transport the audience into the world of Frida Kahlo. Born in 1907, Kahlo was involved in a bus accident as a teenager that forced her into months of bed rest where she took up painting. Her painful recovery, more than 30 surgeries in all, makes up much of her legacy and is evident in her work. But organizers and her family wanted to see the fullness of her life reflected in this exhibit.
She was a really kind person, a person with heart, and that is what we want the public to know. Not just the artist, but the flesh and blood of Frida.
After more than a year of the coronavirus pandemic, viewers seem eager to immerse themselves in the life and work of this iconic artist.
That's all for this edition of PBS NewsHour Weekend. For the latest news updates, visit pbs.org/newshour. I'm Hari Srinivasan. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and have a good night.
PBS NewsHour Weekend is made possible by Sue and Edgar Wachenheim III, Bernard and Denise Schwartz, the Cheryl and Philip Milstein family, the Anderson Family Fund, the estate of Worthington Mayo Smith, the Leonard and Norma Clorfine Foundation, the Rosalind P. Walter Foundation, Koo and Patricia Ewan, committed to bridging cultural differences in our communities, Barbara Hope Zuckerberg. We try to live in the moment, to not miss what's right in front of us. At Mutual of America, we believe taking care of tomorrow can help you make the most of today. Mutual of America Financial Group, retirement services and investments. Additional support has been provided by Consumer Cellular and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a private corporation funded by the American people, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello YouTube. Today I am going to give you all a review on the Bop It XT. This game was released in 2011 and was the second Bop It that I ever got. This game is very fun and you can get it off of Amazon, And you can't find this in a store anymore because this was released in 2011. And it's got 4 game modes. There's solo, pass it, party, and one-on-one. And it's got 6 different commands, which is bop it, twist it, pull it, spin it, flick it, and shake it. Now, there are also 4 different game modes. There's Novice, where it calls out voice commands. So, for example, it might say, flick it, and you have to flick this green lever right here. And it might say, bop it, and you have to bop the button. And other time it might say, shake it, and you have to literally shake the game in order for the shake it to work. Then there's Expert, where it calls out voice and sounds. Then there's Master, where it calls out voice, sounds, and colors. And finally, there's Pro, where it gives out a 3-pattern command like green, yellow, bop it, go. And you have to remember that. And if you score 100 in all of the levels, you have beaten the game. Now, for the 4 different game modes, solo is where you play by yourself, pass it is where you play with a friend, where it'll call out some commands, and the time it'll say, pass it, and you have to pass it on to the next person. Same thing with party, only sometimes with the bop it, it'll say, shoulder, and you have to hit the bop it with your shoulder. Other times it might say, belly, and you have to hit it on your stomach. And other times it might say, foot, and you have to hit it with your foot. So, I'm going to give you a gameplay of all of the difficulties and all of the game modes, starting with solo. And there's also 3 different volume controls. There's blasting, quiet, and loud. I'm going to keep it on blasting to amplify the sound. So here's Novice.
I'd score 100. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Flick it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Bop it. Pull it. Twist it. What? You can do this. Score 10.
Now here's Expert.
Expert. I'd score 100. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Flick it. Shake it. Flick it. Spin it. Flick it. Shake it. What? Try again. Score 11.
Here's Master.
Master. I'd score 100. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Flick it. Shake it. Black. Twist it. Pull it. Oh! Dude! Score 11.
Here's Pro.
Pro. I'd score 42. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Go. Yes. Bop it. Yellow. Go. Yes. Twist it. Black. Go. Yes. Pull it. Orange. Go. Yes. Bop it. Shake it. Go. Oh! Dude, seriously? Come on. Score 4.
Now I'm going to set it back to Novice.
Novice.
And here's Pass It.
Pass it. Twist it. Pull it. Flick it. Spin it. Shake it. Oh! You're out.
I think it's better with the Shake It Off. And here's Party.
Party. Flick it. Pull it. Flick it. Pull it. Spin it. Spin it. Flick it. Pull it. Pass it. Twist it.
And finally, here's one-on-one.
One-on-one.
And for one-on-one, you have to hold it like this. But since it's only me, I'm gonna do it like how I would normally play.
Bop it. Green.
There are two teams. There's green
Twist it.
and yellow.
Pull it. Flick it. Twist it. Bop it. Yellow.
And it'll keep going until you reach 5.
Bop it. Yellow. Twist it. Spin it. Flick it. Twist it. Flick it. Twist it. Pull it. Bop it. Yellow. Spin it. Twist it. Pull it. Spin it. Bop it. Yellow. Flick it. Twist it. Pull it. Flick it. Bop it. Yellow wins. Oh, nice rhyme.
So yeah, that's my review on the Bop It
Bop it
XT.
to start.
Good night, buddy.
I'm going to sleep.
That was my review of the Bop It XT. Stay tuned for more, and until next time, King Bop It out.
It folds in. I like this one. So today we have a roll-up rainbow piano. This is a beautiful toy if you have any children that are interested in pursuing music. So today we have a roll-up rainbow piano. This is a beautiful toy if you have any children that are interested in pursuing music. Now this particular item is not difficult to learn, and I'm only saying this as a non-instrumentative person. Is that even a thing? Actually no, I do play the flute and I've played a little bit of piano when I was growing up. We had in fact a large piano, and we're going back, you know, like 20 years now. But this is so much easier. You can take this with you anywhere. You can connect this to a power bank, which means you can have access to power everywhere. And the cool thing is, I mean, you can't break this. You really, really can't. I mean, look how awesome this looks. The charging cable plugs in here, so let's connect that right now, and then we're going to connect it to our hub. All right, so there's support for headphones. There's your headphone jack right there. So the entire thing is waterproof, one mold. You get a AAA battery option. Put batteries in here, and it'd be ready to go. There are 8 tones altogether. My favorite. Let's turn up the volume.
Alright guys, so this is the roll-up Rainbow piano. Actually really cheap for what it is. I actually got the full keyboard. Right? It's got different types of tones that you can switch to. It will work on batteries. Right now I have it plugged into a power bank. You've got the volume control right here. Headphone, so you don't bother other people. Goes in here. External speaker as well. And it's pretty much contained, so it's complete waterproof, I would say. Yeah, and the cool thing is it folds in pocket piano. So I like this one. Anyways, that's it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click like, share, and subscribe. Better yet, if you enjoyed me playing, or you hated me playing, smash the like even more, or tell me why you don't like my piano. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
You no longer just bop, twist, and pull. Hi, I'm Laurie from TTPM here with Hasbro's brand new Bop It game that offers 10 new moves. Comb it, saw it, cradle it, answer it, selfie it, golf it, drink it, sing it, whip it, and hammer it. Just like with regular Bop It, as soon as you hear an action command, quickly do that action or you're out. You can also still play classic Bop It with just the original bop, twist, and pull actions. And for a different challenge, there's a beat bop version of the classic game that gives 3 different sound effects to represent the actions instead of voice commands. All of the games can be played solo to earn a high score, or you can play passive versions with other players. In this version, the last player left in the game wins. Bop It comes with 3 AAA batteries, but these power the in-store Try Me feature, so we recommend replacing them before you play for best results. If you're a fan of the original Bop It, you'll like the challenge of testing your reflexes in a whole new way. The new actions add a level of silliness to the play while still keeping the game's fast-paced fun. It's for ages 8 and up. For where to buy and current prices, visit TTPM and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more reviews every day.
You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Item provided by Hasbro for review. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm excited to check out the Bop It Maker from Hasbro Gaming. I do want to say thanks to them for sending this to me to check out on video. What is the Bop It Maker? Well, let's learn about it. You can tell right in the front it says, make your own moves. Interesting. Squeeze it to record your move. Okay, so we're going to have to do some recording. It almost looks like a microphone the way he's holding it there. The bottom says ages 8+. 1+ players, and then it requires 3 AAA batteries, but there are demo batteries included. All right, very cool. I sort of have it ready to come out of the packaging here to make this quicker and easier. There is still a little pull tab, which I will pull in just a second. So it says, squeeze it, record it, play it. Make and save 10 custom moves. All right, let's think about that, 10. That was the number on the dial. So it looks like we can set all 10 to have 10 different Bop It moves. Imagine that now. A party with 10 moves. A game with 10 moves. Imagine being at a party with a game that has 10 different moves. Everybody can create their own move. Kind of funny. I think it would get a little crazy. Let's see. Design 10 custom moves. This time it's personal, meaning, all right, so you get to personalize your Bop It with all the different moves. Play your Bop It game your way. So I guess that is the plan. All right, so let me get this out. Like I said, I had it at least cut the little tabs off so I can make it easier getting this out. Oh, let me remove this. Okay. And let me get the instruction booklet here. Let's assume it's in here. I mean, that's the only place it could be, really. Here we go. There's a little tip sheet. And then the main booklet. Let's see. Oh, there's the battery. So if you're wondering about that, caution and other stuff. There's the cover of the book, ages 8+, 1 player, like we said. Shout it directly into the microphone. So that does look like a microphone, doesn't it? And then there's a red light, lights up when recording. All right. Star Slot is the basic game. That's what it's on now. This is your Bop It base here to start tapping firmly. To start tapping firmly after selecting solo, party, or basic. Okay, so this is 1 player, party players, or a group for a party, and then basic game. And hold down to record in slots 1 through 10. So you hold this down. And roll it, adjust the volume. Line red, this red line indicates where you're at and what your settings are. Select a number slot to record a new move, test a recorded move, or erase a recorded move. Okay, so that's all done in this bigger section, 1 through 10. So there's all the steps. First time do you play? Replace the batteries. I don't normally do that, but pull out the tab. Let's leave it in this mode, and let's just see what happens here. Let's just press it.
Bop It.
Okay. Okay, not hard enough. Let me hit that again.
Bop It to
There we go.
shout it.
Hey!
Bop It. Shout it.
Hey!
Bop It. Bop It. Bop It. Bop It.
Ah, come on.
High score. 6.
I think I want to
High score.
hold it this way a little bit. I'm trying to high score 6.
Shout it.
Hey!
Bop it. Bop it. Roll it. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey!
Roll it. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey!
Roll it. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey!
Roll it. Shout it.
Hey!
Roll it. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey!
Bop it. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey!
Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Squeeze it.
Ooh.
Shout it.
Hey! Hey! Aw, come on.
So sorry. High score. 28.
28. Not bad for my first time. This I kind of like. It's different. The one I'm used to playing is the pull it, where you pull it, and the top is the twist it. I'll show you that one. I've done a few videos on that one. And then look at all that information in there. So how to record. Let's see. Need inspiration for your custom moves? Anything goes as long as it works with the game, is fun, and is safe. Here are some moves you can try to drum it. Okay. Let's just see. Recording the name. Squeeze it. Hold on. Okay, so set this to 1.
Empty. Squeeze it and name your move.
Okay, I'm going to name this one like, let's just say we're playing ping pong. We'll call this the ping
Squeeze
pong.
it and name your move.
Ping pong.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Shoo!
You made a new move.
Okay.
Pop it to try. Ping pong. Woo!
Ah.
Right.
I get it.
Pop it to pop it to
So
start.
it's not going to be in the standard game. It should be in the solo game. Let's see. Here we go.
Ping pong. Woo! Roll it. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey.
Bop it. Ping pong. Woo. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Roll it. Ping pong. Woo. Bop it. Ping pong. Woo. Roll it. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey.
Roll it. Ping pong. Woo. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey.
Roll it. Shout it.
Hey.
Ping pong. Woo. Shout it.
Hey.
Shout it.
Hey.
Shout it.
Hey.
Bop it. Ping pong. Woo. Shout it.
Hey.
Squeeze it.
Ooh.
Roll it. Roll it. Ping pong. Woo. Roll it. Ping pong. Woo. Ping pong. Woo. Shout it.
Hey.
Shout it.
Hey.
Roll it. Roll it.
Not getting too fast.
Ping pong. Woo. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey. Hey. Ooh, I missed that one.
Ping pong. Woo. Ping pong. Woo. Squeeze it. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Ping pong. Woo. Squeeze it. Roll it. Roll it. Ping pong. Woo. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey.
Ping pong. Woo. Roll it. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. Shout it.
Hey.
Ping pong. Woo. Squeeze it. Ping pong. Woo. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey.
Ping pong. Woo. Shout it.
Hey.
Bop it. Squeeze it. Ping pong. Woo. Shout it.
Hey.
Squeeze it. Shout it.
Hey.
Squeeze it. Ping pong. Woo. Squeeze it. Ping pong.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that was
what
good.
are we doing?
It seemed like it's
Score 77.
it takes a while to get that one up to speed. I think the other one, the one that I'm used to playing, the white one. Now the original one was the black one. Do you remember that one? I don't know if I've ever shown that one on video. I'd have to check. All right, so let's add a second move in here.
Volume. Bop. Ping. Empty. Squeeze it
Okay.
and name your move.
All right, I'm going to name this one the... Well, let's just come up with something.
Squeeze it and name your move.
Fly swatter.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Shbingy!
You made a new move. Fly swatter. Shbingy! You got it.
Uh-huh, so that one is that. This one is this.
Fly swatter. Shbingy! All right.
Okay, let's put a third one in there and do something, a totally different kind of move. Let's name this one... Mix the salad.
Squeeze it.
Mixing salad.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Mix the salad.
You made a new move. Mixing salad. Mix the salad. You got it.
That's hilarious. All right, now I want to erase. Let's just see. Solo basic game, set the dial to solo.
Bop it to try.
Let's see, testing or erasing. Okay, pop it. Roll it twice to erase.
Roll it again to erase this move.
Oh, so I could erase it. And then somewhere I got a quick glance. It said put it on star
Bop
to
it
erase
start.
all your moves. No.
Roll it again to erase all moves.
Okay, so that's how you erase them all.
Mixing salad. Bop
All
it
right,
to
let's
try
put a
empty.
fourth one in there.
Squeeze
This
it
one's going to
and
be
name your
really
move.
hard. Let's call this one, let's call this
Squeeze
one,
it
what do we
and
call it?
name
I
your
guess we'll
move.
call it drumming. Drumming.
Now squeeze it and do your move. Squeeze it and make the sound effect.
Rat-tat-tat-tat.
You made a new move. Load solo.
Okay.
Bop it to start.
This is not going to be easy, but
High score 77.
I don't think I'm going to beat that.
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
Woo.
Oh, I forgot one of the actual moves. It's just funny hearing my voice. It reminds me of the Three Stooges for whatever reason. Curly on the Three Stooges.
77. Drumming. Fly swatter. Bop it. Fly swatter. Ping pong. Fly swatter.
See, it took it the same way.
Bop it.
So your moves definitely have to have some... All right, I'll tell you what. Let me come back now. I want to bring in my other version of this, the one that's closest to this one in color and size. So I'll be right back.
What just happened?
Okay, here we go. This one I just tested is working. Now look at the length. They're pretty close. This one might be a little bit longer size-wise. Also pretty close. Let me get my scale out here. I think it's good to kind of give you an idea what's going on here. So this original one weighs 9.5 and this new one 8.2, so it's a whole ounce less. So you have less weight that you're moving around. It just felt lighter too. And then this one, the speaker is here. This one, the speaker's in the back. Oh, there's the back, by the way. There's where you do the batteries. I do like this more than this for whatever reason.
I score 100.
Okay, remember now, the old Bop It, it would push in. This one, different technology because there's nothing actually being pushed in. This one also had the twist, but this one also had the yell or the shout, because that was this button here, this little switch here. All right, so that's enough of that one. They look pretty, you know, pretty similar in regards to coloring with the white. That's got yellow on the top. This one's got a little orange. Of course, this one has the microphone. So I guess there is a lot of differences, but I would say overall, pretty cool. All right, let's get this one out of the way. That one is done. Let that one go to sleep. I put 4 moves in, so it's just easy if I want to put in a 5th move. Watch.
Bop it. Empty. Squeeze it and name your move.
Lucky Penny Shot.
Now squeeze it and do your move.
Okay, what's the Lucky Penny Shot move?
Squeeze it and make the sound effect. You made a new move. Lucky Penny Shot. All right.
Nice.
Bop it to try.
I just tried it.
Lucky Penny Shot. You got it.
All right, so I don't know.
To try.
I think you'd have to be pretty good to get 10 different moves and remember all 10 moves. Let's just do this one more time. I'm going to do regular way one more time. No, I don't want to erase all moves. I just want to start. So Bop It to start is pressing now.
High score.
To get that going, then you do that. 8. What? 8?
Roll it. Roll it. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Roll it. Roll it. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey.
Bop it. Shout it.
Hey.
Bop it. Shout it.
Hey.
Roll it. Shout it.
Hey. Oh, come on. It wasn't loud enough?
Score.
I'm trying not to tilt it up so you're not seeing that every time I do it.
Bop it to start. High score. 28. Roll it. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey. I'll move it up here a little bit.
Bop it. Roll it. Bop it. Shout it.
Hey. I pressed the trigger on that one. Hey.
Roll it. Bop it. Oh! Bop. The thing that says bop it.
Yeah, I see it.
10.
All right. I'll have to practice that.
Solo.
Let's hear all my
Bop it
funny
to
moves
start.
in here.
High score. 77.
Wow.
Lucky Penny Shot.
Slower beat.
Drumming. Mixing salad. Mix the salad. Bop it. Lucky Penny Shot.
What was the Lucky Penny Shot?
Drumming. Roll it. Shout it.
Hey.
Lucky Penny Shot. Lucky Penny Shot. Mixing salad. Mix the salad. Roll it. Roll it. Ping pong. Woo. Roll it. Ping pong. Shout it.
Hey!
Drumming. Bop it. Bop it.
Make sure you hit that bop it hard. Ping pong.
Fly swatter. Shout it.
Hey!
Lucky penny shot. Fly swatter.
I want to do the lucky penny. Okay, hold on.
Fly swatter.
Fly swatter. Let's do that.
Shout it.
So it took it, even though it was
I like what you did.
a little
there.
bit off.
Score 26.
All right. Well, I think I got it out. There's our little cheat sheet, which I never showed you. Kind of gives you a quick way to learn all that. There you go. And thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had fun learning about a Bop It Maker, where I made my old sounds. I like that one. Lucky Penny Shop. The fly swatter. So,
I'm going to sleep.
good night. The creativity is really up to you. And if you want to see more videos about Bop It, look in that description. I'll have a link there to other videos that I've done. And thanks for watching, everybody. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
pick it up.
At FAO Schwartz, we're known for our big piano dance parties, but you can bring the music home with the Giant Dance Mat Piano by FAO Schwartz. This fold-out 5-foot piano boasts 2 full octaves and is battery-powered, so you can get right to the music. And with the foot-controlled recorder, you can save your favorite compositions. Get moving with the Giant Dance Mat Piano by FAO Schwartz.
FAO Schwartz. Return to wonder.
Hey Create viewers, I'm Eric Gorgeous, host of A Craftsman's Legacy. Are you ready to get inspired? Coming up on Create is a 6-hour marathon of our show. You'll meet quilters, yarn spinners, clockmakers, and I'll show you my own craft, shaping metal. 12 back-to-back episodes where you'll meet some of the most amazing craftsmen. So make sure to join us right here on Create.
You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey there, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and it's the Bop It Extreme. And I have to tell you, folks, I struggled with this one, and I still struggle with this. So you're not going to get a good showing here. You've got the spin it side, you've got the flick it side, you've got the twist it. Wait, hold on, relax. You've got the Bop It, and then you got, and then you got the pull it. This also selects the game.
Box Bop, solo.
Solo. Pretty neat. Let's do it.
Bop, solo.
Solo. I can't do that
Do
one.
it the same, but better.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Box Bop, beat bop. Box Bop, solo.
No.
High score.
No. Come on, stop it, Bop It. This happened to me last time. I ended up just beating the Bop It on the table. What is this thing from?
Bop it.
1998.
Oh boy.
We've got other Bop It video. Come on. No.
Solo.
No.
Box Bop.
No.
Beat bop.
No.
Box Bop.
No.
Solo.
I know. I just want regular Bop It.
Spin it.
Oh.
Game
All right.
over.
See? Again.
Beat bop. Solo.
Solo. That was spin it, right?
Do it the
All right,
same,
forget
but
it.
better.
Okay, I know.
Box Bop. Beat bop. Box Bop. Solo.
Solo. Okay.
Twist it. Flick it. Spin it. Flick it. Bop it. Flick it. Pull it. Bop it. Spin it. Bop it. Pull it. Flick it. Spin it. Bop it. Twist it.
I think you get the idea. If you really want to challenge... Oh, this is annoying. Okay. If you really want to challenge, this is it. Now, we have videos of other Bop Its, and I'm not too cool on this one. We got the Bop It Bounce, the regular Bop Its. So we do appreciate you watching our videos. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Hang out. Leave a comment. You're probably better at bopping it than us. Let us know. What's your high score? Later. Thanks for watching our product video. And always remember, if you see a lucky penny, pick it up.
Hey guys, so today I just put my Bop It XT carabiner in test mode. I'll put steps in the description. So all I have to say is this is you can test the sounds now.
Yellow.
Yeah, if you bop this side,
Yellow.
it'll say yellow. Yeah, and if you bop both sides, it'll go right to the beat. Now pull it.
Bop it, twist it, pull it, flick it, shake it, spin it, pass it, blue, yellow, black, green, orange, purple, hip, shoulder, arm, foot, knee, belly, go. Yes, you're out. Yellow wins. Green wins.
You both lose.
High
Dommage.
score, novice, expert, master, pro.
Wow, you beat
Bump
Bop It.
Bump it to keep going. Bump it to start. 2, 3 at a time. Solo. Party. One-on-one. Quiet. Loud. Blasting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12, 13, 15, 20, 100.
I'm going to sleep.
Oh ho ho ho.
What?
Oh.
Keep trying. You'll get it.
Focus. Concentrate.
You can do this. Quick as a cat. Reflexes of a jungle cat.
You're on fire!
Oh, nice run.
Oh, you're good.
Sweet.
Look at you, rocking the Bop It. Hot Bop It action. Eventually.
Dude.
Seriously? Come on. Try again.
Oh boy, this is awkward.
Just do what it says.
Oh,
It's too painful to watch. Dude. Nice little run.
you had there.
Oh, so close. Oh, too bad. You were doing so well. And by the way, this is a low-pitched XT now. So yeah, that was the Bop-It XT sound test mode. And yeah, I'll record steps in the description. And before I forget, today's shout out goes out to Lauren Grace. Lauren Grace, I hope you are doing well, and congratulations to you. You got a shout out. Much love to you. And if you guys want to be shouted out, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, comment down below on the recent video, and give this video a thumbs up. Bye, guys.
Today on This Old House, we start an entirely new project.
We're renovating a house for 3 generations.
But they have a limited budget, so we have to watch every penny.
We'll salvage what we can.
And we have a team of apprentices to help.
What happened to all this plumbing here?
I've never seen anything like this before.
There's already rot going on in that trunk. So what have you found up here?
Well, a bit of a surprise.
It's really the classic plumber's lament.
Nice, nice. Here is right on.
Family that paints together stays together. Nice job, guys.
Where will a slab like this be used?
The money's in the detail.
Oh, look at that fit. That is beautiful.
Hi there, I'm Kevin O'Connor, and welcome to a brand new season of This Old House. We are in the Boston suburb of Newton, Massachusetts, and this season is very special. Hey, Tommy. So we are back in Newton.
Yeah, we've done several projects here in Newton. The last one was 7 years ago. This year's project is a young couple with 2 small children, and they want their house to be able to handle 3 generations.
Well, generations is the reason this season of This Old House is so special. And we are dedicating our project to a new initiative that we're calling Generation Next. We're going to try to bridge the skills gap in the building trades.
For decades, people haven't been going into the trades like carpentry, plumbing, and electrical, and we're working to fix that.
We're going to be working with some schools, manufacturers, and some nonprofits, and we are going to promote the building trades, and we're going to teach people to learn them.
We've hired some apprentices to work on the job site. Silver Brothers and all the subs will have apprentices working for them.
And later on this season, we are going to have 3 special interns working with us on the project. That's going to be cool.
It's going to be great. And here's our house.
Love the neighborhood, Tommy, and look at this corner lot, huh? That's a bonus. And we've got some celebrity firepower to help us out. Mike Rowe from Deadliest Catch and Dirty Jobs. Hey, Norm.
Hey, Norm.
Hey, Mike.
Evan,
Welcome.
how are you?
All right.
Great to meet you, Tom.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Mike's Foundation has been a great inspiration for us, and it's really helping us this year.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are helping me as well. You know, MicroWorks has been around now for about 9 years. Wow. And when we heard you guys were doing Generation Next, there was so much shared real estate, you know, in what you guys do, and we've been trying to close the skills gap in our own way. And we do that really just by calling attention to good jobs that actually exist. And so many of those jobs exist in this industry.
Right. Exactly.
So the fact that you guys now in your, what, 39th season?
39th year.
Unbelievable. The fact that you guys are still at it, I know you must understand how critical the skills gap is and how difficult it is to recruit.
Very hard.
Anyway, we focus on kids like Kelly Klein, who got a scholarship not long ago. Kelly was going down one direction, like so many people do, and decided the opportunities were better in heating and air conditioning. So he gets his certification, and he's off to the races.
Absolutely.
Alexa Harder, a young woman who was a waitress, and this is really typical of what's going on in this generation right now. You know, people have jobs, but they're not skilled jobs. And so they don't see a real career, they don't see a real future.
They don't like them.
They don't like the jobs, right. So Alexa learns how to weld, and then she learns how to weld really well. And now she's off to the races.
Yeah, I heard she's in the union.
Yeah,
Great.
right. So our goal is really simple. We want to give people a skill that's in demand, and with the help of your show, we want America to see just what those skills look like when they're properly applied. Same thing you guys have been doing for 39 seasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this project is going to be beneficial to the building trades and to your foundation as well. We did a national casting call, got 3 apprentices. They're going to come up here and work on the project with all the guys and learn the skills of how you renovate a house.
That's awesome.
Not only that, but we have all the contractors and subcontractors bringing in apprentices of their own. Of course, they're from the local area. But we're going to use the magazine, the TV show, the web. We're going to tell people all about skilled trades and how interesting these jobs can be.
So the short version is, together we're going to close the skills gap?
I hope so.
Try, that's for sure.
Why, it's as good as done.
All right.
There you go.
And we're going to get to work right now. So we're going to take a tour with the homeowners and check out this house.
And I'm meeting Richard in the basement.
That's gonna be a tough
Nice
one.
knowing you,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice knowing you.
It's a big day for all of us.
Want to tackle all your home improvement projects with confidence? Join This Old House Insider, a new streaming service from This Old House, the iconic Emmy-winning series that inspired a generation of home enthusiasts. Stream over 1,000 episodes of This Old House and Ask This Old House commercial-free. Watch it all in the This Old House app. And join live online Q&As with our experts. Best of all, you can try Insider free for 7 days. To join, go to thisoldhousemembership.com.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
Wow, we got the whole family here.
Yeah.
Right? Who's this?
This is Aria. She's 2.5 weeks old.
Congrats, that's awesome.
Thank
And
you.
who's this beautiful little girl?
This is Mira.
Mira.
She turned 2 a few months ago.
For me? Whoa, she did.
Right. That's awesome. So this is the new house. It's a special house for you, right?
Yes, it is. This is the house that I grew up in. I moved here when I was 2, right about when I was Mira's age, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I grew up here. I've been here till I was 18, went off to college. And then in 2015, we unexpectedly lost my mom, who lived here. And we inherited the house. So we're back. And this was her dream, for us to live in this house.
So I understand this 3rd generation?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's my parents. I grew up in New Jersey, and they still live down there. And they'll be retiring in a few years, and they're planning on wintering down south somewhere, and then summering up here, hopefully with us. So we'd like to have a nice, comfortable space for them to stay in when they're up here.
Nice idea, yeah.
Kind of like an in-law suite or something close?
Yeah, something like that. You know, something that's separate but still part of the house, so we can be together, but everybody has their own space.
They have their own space. That's a great idea.
We're not on top of each other.
All right, so it sounds like you guys are making a list. You've got some ideas of what you want to do, right?
Yep, yep.
And do you guys have a budget?
Oh, yes. We don't quite match.
What are you doing about that?
We're going to focus on some of the condition things and making a little more space for ourselves, and then maybe doing some things in phases.
Well, that's a smart way to do it. You know, not everybody has a big budget, and to do it in phases is a smart way.
Yeah.
And how about sweat equity? You guys thought about maybe throwing in a little bit?
yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, great.
That's good. We love it when the homeowners throw
We can
in.
find stuff for you to do.
Oh, yes.
Well, so we should probably hear more about the list, although we should probably do it while we're taking a tour. You guys up for giving us one?
Definitely. Tommy, let me show you out back.
I'd love to see. Let's go.
All right, he gets the kids, you get stuck with me.
Come on, you want to come with us?
So let's start right here in the front room. What have you got for me?
You want to see the weirdest fireplace that ever was?
I like weird. Yeah, it is a weird place to have a fireplace,
Yeah, you
isn't
come
it?
in the front door and then bam, there's a fireplace right here.
Brick, big mantle. Oh, is this you guys? You guys stick insulation up the flue?
Yeah, it's kind of a wind tunnel.
Okay.
We have some condition issues, insulation issues.
What do you want to do with the fireplace?
Ideally, we would like to take it out, but it may not be in the budget, so we just need to address these things first.
Well, you've got a chimney on the outside, so that is a big job, but we can tell you how much that would cost. You got some cool details, though. The diamond
Yeah,
windows are
yeah.
beautiful. You can imagine a coat rack or a closet back in that corner.
Yep, and then we have this stairwell, which I used to do this as a kid.
Just years of coming down this
I
staircase.
love this stairwell.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. This
Yeah.
is beautiful detail. So keep this.
Keep that, and we'd love to replicate some of the balusters here, but again, this is a functional wall, and we may not be able to do it. We'll see if it's in the budget or not.
Staircase down to the basement, I presume?
Yep.
All right. Good windows, lots of light. The floors are good condition, so not too much in here.
Yeah, not too much. And this is the dining room right here.
Nice. All right. China cabinet
This is our china cabinet.
with china.
3 generations of china in there. Yep,
Will this stay?
it will.
So keep the cabinet and the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then over here, we're gonna take out this wall and open it up to the kitchen.
But keep this as a dining room.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's see what you got going on in the kitchen.
All right, let's see the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a little dated.
It's a little
Obviously
dated.
not original to the house.
Right. My parents put this in about 25 years ago.
Okay.
Yep. We have some condition issues here. You can see the cabinets are pulling out of the wall.
Yes, they are.
So that really needs to be addressed.
Okay. And then what do you want to do? You want to just sort of pull the stuff here and replace it, or do you want to expand?
We'd like to expand. I think we're going to try to push this wall out about 6 feet.
Nice.
And then put in 3 windows and then a window facing the street with one of those diamond pane windows like in the front.
And 1-story bump out?
Yes.
Nice. And that'll leave you a lot more space in here. And what are you going to do with that?
We're going to put in an island with enough seating for everybody to eat breakfast.
Right. So informal meals here, formal meals in the dining room.
Yep. And then we're going to put a pantry in over there between the kitchen and the family room.
Everybody loves their pantries.
Yes.
All right, that's a good plan. I like it. Cool.
Thanks.
So how long has the addition been on the house, Joe?
This was built about 20 years ago.
20 years ago, so Liz was here.
Yep, they have pictures of her sitting on the new foundation.
Oh, that's cool. So I know that this room right here, this wall is going to go out about 4 feet.
Yeah, it's going out about 4 feet, a little less than the kitchen. And right around here, we're going to put in a powder room and then a mud room all along here for an entryway.
Nice.
And the bathroom that's behind this wall is going to come out.
So this is all going to go, it's really going to open up this space nice.
Yeah. And then over here, we're going to take this wall out to open up between the kitchen and the living area.
Right, this will be a half wall and have a couple of columns on it. I know that one of those columns are going to have is going to actually be a bearing post for the new beam that has to go into that wall that we're going to take down between the kitchen and the dining room. We need that to support it.
Yeah, exactly. And then over here in the corner, we're going to put in a wood-burning stove. I grew up with wood-burning stove in my house, and I love them.
Me too, I love them too. But I don't like a wood-burning stove when it's on a raised hearth, step there. So I like to try to make it as flush to the floor as we can. And when we deal with that issue, I want to solve this little thing right here that drives me crazy every time I see it. This step from the floor into the new space from the dining room. Look, if they're over here, they made it flush, and over there they didn't. So we definitely have to fix that.
Yeah, definitely.
The other thing is this ceiling that goes up on a hip like this, we're going to flatten it out.
Yeah, so we're actually putting a second story above this addition back here. We're just going to have the master bathroom and the master bedroom.
Right, and you're going to enter that from the front stairway. So it's key that when we enter that room, we enter at the same elevation and don't have a step.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so now what's going on out back?
We're going to have the garage and the in-law suite out back.
All right, let's take a look.
So the first thing that we're going to do out here is take out this old one-car garage.
Right. And the other thing is this deck is going to come down because the deck is actually going to start from here and it's going to go out about 12 feet by 16 feet, a much better user-friendly deck.
Yeah, much better shape.
Yeah. Now, also, once we get the second floor built, we're going to put a first-story addition on, which starts about here all the way out to about the railing.
Yep, and the new garage is going to attach to that, and it's going to come out to about the edge of the existing garage.
Right, perfect.
And then on top of that is going to be where the new living space is. So we're going to have a bedroom up there, a sitting area, and a full bathroom.
So all its own space.
Yep.
One thing that we have to think about is how we're going to heat and cool that second floor. So we have to think about the HVAC and keep it separate from the house.
Yep.
I think it's a great plan. All we got to do is start some demo.
All right, great.
All right, I want to see that garage come down. I think it's
Richard?
Yes, sir.
I was told you'd be in the basement.
Always.
Always in the basement.
That's right. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Welcome to my world.
Thank you. Your world is old, man.
Yeah.
This is
late 1800s when central heating was first coming inside the building. Back in that era, it would have been a coal-fired furnace. They would have shoveled coal in through this window, probably right here. There was a big old round thing here. Somebody came every morning. That's how these registers got established, and then it would just heated the first little small part of the building.
Right.
So, but now we got all kinds of opportunity. You know, this is not original, obviously. So we start looking at what do you do? What do you do? And you start saying, well, I could tie right onto this, but I no longer have to think about leaving it right here because I no longer need the chimney, right? Because now modern equipment can be direct vented. So this can actually go away. So you say, all right, if this goes away, we go with something smaller. Well, wait a minute. Now we can start thinking about this. All right, get rid of that.
Why does any of this have to be here?
Well, we do need plumbing, but we get this over here. And then once you do, you say, hey, wait a minute, look what I found. Now you found a basement playroom here. What, in this town, that's 300 to 400 square feet. That's big money. You know, those kids are going to be teenagers someday and they want to get away from their parents.
Well, it's a total game changer, though.
Yeah.
In this neighborhood,
That's
another
right.
400 square feet is a totally different house.
It is big, yeah.
So when you come into the basement for the first time, as you always do, is it still exciting after however many seasons you've been doing this? Because I would think at a glance, you're getting the first sense of what your next 6 months are going to be like.
Right. It's our chance to sort of think about the next 100 years. When I come into these old houses, I think about the ghosts of my father and grandfather who would have done this.
Yeah.
I think about all the people who work so hard on these things. Now we're looking forward to actually getting a new generation in here, these kids that are going to come in. I got an apprentice coming with me this year.
Yeah.
Thanks to your whole idea about getting kids into the trades. It's great.
Well, look, what my idea. But the people who make all this happen obviously are in short supply. And when I'm looking at this, I mean, you really get a sense this is the circulatory system for the home.
That's right.
And the amount of qualified people who are standing by to install these, every single person I've talked to over the last decade is wondering where the people went.
It drives us crazy because as the equipment is getting more and more complex, getting smarter, we have fewer and fewer people coming in. And we get homeowners that are demanding more comfort. They're saying, I'm half a degree off. People are used to, they want to be so comfortable, and we got no people to do it. So.
I've been half a degree off
That's
my
right,
whole
you've
life.
been more than half a degree off.
Half a bubble off plum. All right, so if it all goes as planned, when the dust settles, these guys get another 300-400 square
This has all gone away, and now you've got here's the stairs right here, and there is a 20 by 20 room that is heaven. And they're comfortable.
Heaven? Really? Are we overstating it just a little? I mean, it's a very nice basement, but I'm not sure it's celestial. But it's very nice.
This is him.
I would like an apprentice, actually.
You need a little mic.
Several. I want a team. Micros.
Micros.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, Norm.
So what's going on up here on the second floor?
Oh, a lot of things. As you see here, we have a sleeping porch. We're going to keep it the way it is and use it for storage during construction. It has a shed roof, but ideally we'd like to make that match our hip roof, but not in the budget, so phase 2 probably.
Save that for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we have my childhood bedroom.
Oh, this is great.
Complete with glow-in-the-dark stickers on the ceiling fan that I put up.
Huh, maybe those should stay.
Yeah. One thing that's going is these closets that my dad built many years ago. Unfortunately, that creates a problem because if you look in this closet, you can't even fit a hanger perpendicular to the wall in there.
Yeah, look at this, it's only 12 or 14 inches. For a proper closet, you need about 24.
Exactly.
So if those go away, you got to do something about this.
So we are thinking that we're going to pull this wall out this way, or in the adjacent bedroom, we'll push it the other direction to make a bigger
All
closet.
right, well, let me see what's going on in the adjacent bedroom, and maybe I can help you with that decision.
That'd be great.
This wall is a common wall between the two bedrooms. And when I come in here, I see that the closet is down this end, closer to the outside wall, and it's shallow, just like the other one. And you could build out this wall, but when I look back in that direction, the door is right up against the wall. So that means you're gonna have to take this door unit out, build a little stud wall over here, remove part of the wall here, reset the door, and patch the floor. That's a lot of labor and it's expensive. So the better choice is to move the wall on the other side because there's no issue with the door.
That makes sense. We could
All right.
save a little money that way.
That's right. So what else is going on in this room?
Again, we're going to take out the built-ins, and then this window is coming out because the master bedroom is going to be built over the first floor family room.
Right, that's going to be a good size addition.
Yeah, so let me show you how we get there. Over here we have our existing bathroom. It was done about 5 years ago, and that's going to stay exactly the same.
All right, good choice. Save some money. There's nothing wrong with that place.
Yep.
And another shallow closet.
Well, luckily it's going to be a hallway into the master. And then over here we're going to have the laundry room, which I'm very excited about on the second floor. And then through there we're going to have the master bathroom.
More of the addition.
Right.
Right, well, it seems like a very practical plan. You're not doing too much in those rooms, cleaning them up, making them a little bit better. And you'll save money by doing that, but out here you're going to spend a little bit more.
Yep.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Roger, you look like a man trying to come up with a plan.
Well, trying to work it out what's going to happen back here, Kevin. We're going to have a new garage.
This is going away.
We're going to have a parking area that comes out into here.
Yeah.
So we need to create a flat pallet for that parking area.
So this material here is going away?
In order to get enough room, we're going to have to dig in this banking. They're showing a wall coming maybe 2 feet off the fence line, straight down to give us a big parking area.
So when you're building a wall like this, what are you thinking about? Because you got a lot of material you're going to have to hold back.
Right, you got to hold back this whole hill, so you need something that's going to stay put and be solid. So you're probably going to dig a deep footing in here, fill it with stone, and that's what you're going to build the wall on.
And then what, you go to the homeowners and ask them what material they want? What are your options for materials for that
Well,
wall?
you know, you can do pressure-treated wood, 6x6s. You could do individual stones, concrete block, or you could even do a stone wall.
All right, sounds good. So we've got sort of an older lot here, a lot of plants that have been around for a while. Anything get saved?
Yeah, we like to save what we can out of this lilac. They're hard to move sometimes, but we've also got a real pretty, the white flowers are just starting to come out on this one, and this is an old purple. We're gonna salvage as much as we can.
All right, and so when you take it out of there, what do you do with it? Where does it go?
It's gonna end up going to my house so I can babysit it.
Oh, you're a good papa there.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got back here? Look kind of scraggly.
Yeah, but we have some sentimental plants back here. These roses have been in the family for a long, long time. So we're gonna come in, they're a scraggly root system too. We're gonna pull them out, put them in a pot with compost and soil, water them in, and they're going to my house also.
Boy, that doesn't look like much though. So you're saying the family's saving that because they just have an emotional attachment to them?
Yeah, but they'll be a pretty little rose.
Well, I love this, right? You're gonna protect this thing,
Oh
aren't you?
yeah, paper birch. One of the first things I'm gonna do is put a fence around this to keep everyone from treading on it, and I mean a big area.
I love to hear that. All right, so that tree is saved. Problems with any of the other trees, or are they all staying?
Well, we got one problem tree up here in front. It's one of my old friends. It's a Norway maple. You know how much I like those.
You and the Norway maples.
Yeah. Take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
This tree has had an injury. See, it's all rotted right in this area right in here.
Yeah.
I think there was a branch here and it peeled off at one time, and that caused that never to heal. It's, you know, pretty rotted all the way through.
Rotted so much that this one's coming down?
This one's coming down. It's either gonna hit the house, hit the wires, or any one of the 3 poles here. Get it out now before it causes damage.
Let's take it down. Sounds like you've got a plan.
We do.
whole gang is here.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So,
Doing good.
What'd you guys think of the house?
Great.
I think it's awesome. Actually, you know what it is? It's a classroom, which I guess is the case season after season, but this year in particular, the apprentices will learn under your instruction. The skills gap will close a little bit more, and
we have a lot of lessons to learn in here.
Absolutely. You got a lot of lessons to teach.
We'll try.
Speaking of which, where are my manners? I need to officially thank you guys, because so far the partners of This Old House have kicked in over $500,000 for the MicroWorks Work Ethic Scholarship Program. And I just wanted to say officially that's all going to be used for work ethic scholarships, more apprentices. So thanks so much for that.
Fantastic.
And our apprentices are going to show up next week when work gets underway. We're going to start demolition. Roger, you're going to be moving some plants, right?
We're going to start digging.
All right. Well, until then, I'm Kevin O'Connor.
I'm Tom Silva.
I'm Mike Rowe.
I'm Norm Abram.
I'm Rich Trethewey.
And I'm Roger Cook.
For This Old House. All right.
You're Mike Rowe.
You guys have done this before, for sure.
Next time on This Old House.
Say hi to Michael. He's our intern. He's going to be working with us now.
Oh, terrific. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Hey, you and I should talk so that I can tell you what it's like working for these Silvas.
Here we go. Don't pay any attention.
We're ready to start demo, but there's a few things we have to do first.
Our homeowners want to save these roses, and I'll show you how to do it.
And we found this. The sleepers are just coated with this mold.
Oh, man.
That's next time on This Old House.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.
You're watching PBS.
Turn to PBS for stories that define the American experience.
It was wild and out of control.
The Flash, apparently official. Revealing our strengths.
It shall be called the Hoover Dam.
Our struggles.
He said it is madness beyond measure.
Putting you into history and taking you to the moment.
We have a liftoff.
These are our stories.
It's felt experience.
Our American experience. Only on PBS.
Be more PBS.
For 3 decades, we've renovated your old homes. Now, we've built you a new book. Our favorite finished homes like you've never seen them before. A new book from This Old House.
This is Create. Learn the secrets of home decor with For Your Home, next on Create.
I love to cook. I like eating.
Travel, yeah.
Fine furniture, gardening, painting.
Chop up some onions, some garlic.
A couple of craft shows.
Get the glue, get the clamps, put it back together.
Just paint it.
My noodle kugel rules. Don't be messing with my noodle kugel. I love the travel shows. Plants and gardens and cheesecakes.
Plaid wallpaper.
I recommend watching the show from start to end. And they tell me how to do it.
It was creation happening.
It's beautiful. Create.
Create.
Create. Create.
Hello, I am Nick Stellino. Have you told your friends about CreateTV.com? Share the link to learn about Create's Marathon Saturdays and weekly lineup. And be sure to tell them to be adventurous and explore the website for host and show information. And what's available at Shop Create. Be the cool one in your group. Commercial-free Create TV is what style is all about.
After 12 years of bringing audiences to Italy, I'm bringing Italy to America. Join me as I travel across America and explore the delicious foods and rich culture that Italian immigrants brought to this country. We go to the big cities and we visit with farmers and fishermen from coast to coast so viewers can experience the tradition and innovation of Italy in America.
Get to the heart of Italian-American cooking on Create.
WGBH Create is made possible by
Artscope Magazine. Art. Entertainment. Music. cinema, local, regional, international. Art Scoop Magazine.
Nearly half of the operating budget at WGBH comes from individual members like you. We invest that money in quality programs for the entire community. Give what you can today. Thank you.
This is Create.
Create, the fun part of your day, every day. Now you can shop online at shopcreate.com for books and DVDs of your favorite shows. From home improvement to travel, cooking, and gardening. It's in the bag at shopcreate.com.
Log on to createtv.com and explore your passions. Learn more about your favorite hosts and shows. Find the latest schedules and recipes. Do some shopping and get how-to tips. It's all here at createtv.com.
French Chef Classics, Julia Child. See the master at work. Next on Create.
Ciao, I am Nick Stellino. I love cooking and my family loves to eat. What could be better? Now I'm going to share with you the family kitchen secrets that I learned growing up, and we'll find ways to cook everyday meals with a special Italian twist. And ladies and gentlemen, there you are. This is for you, and this is for me. Buon appetito. Watch Cooking with Nick Stellino on Create, and we'll show you how to cook food that stirs your soul.
You're watching PBS 39, WFWA, Fort Wayne. You're watching PBS 39, Create. Funding for programming on PBS 39, Create was made possible in part by the following.
Fort Wayne's Arena Dinner Theater in the West Central neighborhood brings to life some of the most entertaining plays and musicals performed by the area's brightest stars in an intimate setting. It's a full evening's entertainment with a multi-course meal and bar service, followed by a live play or musical. Doors open at 6:15, dinner at 7, and the show at 8. And no seat is more than 30 feet from the stage.
Bat Boy runs August 7th through the 22nd. Season ticket information at 424-5622 or at arenadinnertheater.org.
Can't get enough Create? You can go online to shopcreate.com and buy books, DVDs, and more from your favorite Create hosts and programs. From home improvement, travel, cooking, and gardening, it's in the bag at shopcreate.com.
You can do it yourself at createtv.com. Find the latest schedules and recipes. Learn helpful tips from your favorite hosts and shows, or do some shopping. Inspiration is just a click away online at createtv.com.
I'm putting the finishing touches on a French cheese tart.
Log on to createtv.com and explore your passions. Learn more about your favorite hosts and shows. Find the latest schedules and recipes. Do some shopping and get how-to tips. It's all here at CreateTV.com.
Score 27. Blasting. I score 27.